Taper corrosion in total hip arthroplasty. Taper corrosion has only recently come to light as an etiology for failure of total hip arthroplasty. Clinically significant taper corrosion seems to be limited to constructs containing a cobalt chromium modular junction, such as modular femoral head or a dual modular femoral neck. At this time, the risk of this condition seems to be very low, but it is still probably an underreported phenomena. The prevalence of revision for symptomatic pseudotumor formation was 0.5% at mean follow of 7 years. The incidence rate was 0.9 cases per 1000 persons per year. This was a study published in JPGS 2018. Mechanism. The primary mechanism of this condition is mechanically assisted surface corrosion. This degradation of the passivation layer leads to release of the metal ions and the deposition of corrosion products, resulting in adverse reactions both locally and systemically. Wear and corrosion at the head-neck interface can induce an ALTR through molecular mediators, leading to local tissue necrosis, osteolysis, and destruction of the abductor muscle complex. Rare instances of systemic toxicity manifesting as a chromosomal mutations, end organ damage, and teratogenicity in the pregnant females secondary to elevated serum metal ions in metal on metal bearings have been described. Presentation. Patients usually present insidiously with a non-specific pain. Over time, patients may present with a weakness and limb related to abductor damage, soft tissue mass, or even a neurovascular symptoms of the entire extremity related to the local mass effect of the pseudotumor. Coming to the diagnosis, the key to diagnosis is a high index of suspicion. Both infection and taper corrosion must be considered and specifically evaluated anytime a patient with a THA containing a modular COCR junction presents with the symptoms. This evaluation includes a history, examination, radiographs, and blood tests. In blood test, you have to do ESR, C-reactive protein, serum measurement of cobalt and chromium. It is important to note that in patients with a metal on polyethylene bearing, tissue damage can occur at very low serum cobalt levels. Cobalt levels more than 1 nanogram per ml is associated with high likelihood of clinically significant taper corrosion, and such findings should be further evaluated with a 3-dimensional imaging such as diagnostic ultrasound or a MRI using metal separation techniques. Measurement of serum cobalt level with a threshold value of 1 nanogram per ml in our experience is the best test for identifying the presence of ALTR in the patient with a metal on polyethylene THA. What next? You have diagnosed the taper corrosion. Patients diagnosed with the ALTR should proceed to early revision to minimize ongoing periarticular injury. At a revision, the goals are to remove the damaged soft tissue and the source of corrosion. The second goal is most often accomplished with an acetabular liner exchange and a revision of the COCR head to ceramic head with a titanium sleeve. Patients with a dual modular neck prosthesis typically require stem revision and a new ceramic head. Prognosis. The risk of serious complications following a revision of metal on polyethylene THA for ARMD associated with a troniosis is high. In the presence of extensive soft tissue damage, a constrained liner or a dual mobility construct is recommended in these patients. Revision surgery for taper corrosion is notable for a relatively high risk of complications, especially infection and instability. Conclusion. Until this process and its effects are better understood, it is reasonable to strongly consider alternatives to the use of modular COCR femoral heads and to avoid femoral stems with a dual modular neck.